Welcome to Life is Full of It. I'm here with Declan, and we were already rambling, so...
Whoa, I was born a rambling man.
So I
Trying to make a
am
living
little
and doing
late
the
on the
best
ramble.
I can.
We were just talking about internet,
When it
good,
comes to leaving,
the bad, the
I
ugly.
hope you'll understand.
But yeah, I just think internet...
Ernie's mad. Ernie's triggered.
No, it's...
He's triggered. Look
I-
at this idiot. He's triggered.
I think...
He's fed up with the woke mob.
I think it's also a big thing is
Up
the
yours, woke moralists.
keyboard warriors that came out of it, too.
Motherfucker, you are a keyboard warrior in many aspects.
Sure, I'll fight you. I don't care. But like a lot of guys are just these little punk ass dudes that are just full of shit that think they're tough and they're just like a big fat dude from
But what's
South
your
Park.
what color's your Bugatti, Ernie?
Which one? God, I can't fucking stand that.
He's a
dude.
free man now.
He's getting rid of something. Like
I don't know. He tried to bribe a politician.
he tried to say that he's not Tate anymore or something.
Does he have a Muslim name now?
I don't know.
Dude, his whole I really don't get it. Oh, and this is a rant. You want a Declan rant? Okay. I'll give you a Declan rant. I don't get it. This guy is converted to Islam as some sort of fucking safety blanket that he can use, and all of these Muslims don't see this. They're all like, yeah, we're supporting him because he's a Muslim now. And it's like, what are you taught? Like, he's the worst Muslim ever. Like, he had casinos, he's worked with sex workers, all these things that are like core tenant, like sins, like major haram, like red flag issues in Islam. It's like, and he still does the casinos and all this other kind of stuff. So it's like, just because he's converted, he doesn't stop this behavior, So, but they're willing to defend this guy just because he's willing to convert to their religion and then basically spit on it.
But it's like, for me, it's like, I hate that we even talk about this fuckhole, but
It kind of
it just comes
blows
up.
my mind how much you hate him. I figured you'd be like, he's kind of right sometimes.
No, like a lot of his spills, there's been maybe a rare.
Can you talk for a second? I gotta go grab my drink from my car. My throat's starting to scratch.
Yeah.
I don't want to steal another drink from you.
You could take a drink, but it's fine.
It's like fucking 90% full. But my throat is gonna die.
Jesus. With Andrew Tate, I hate that we focus on him so much, but he's just everywhere. And the fact that he is kind of the pain of the internet. We fed into him.
Cobra Tate, bro.
He calls himself Cobra Tate. We fell into this. I just really don't get how. And it's a male perspective too, because it's like, oh, if you're a man, you follow him. I'm so sick of that, dude. I'm so sick of people sitting there telling you that if you're not a man if you don't do this, you're not a man if you do that. You're just a man by nature, man. It's just whatever you want to do, you do it. You want to put on a freaking dress and look like Ace Ventura, I don't care, dude. You're still a man. I'm not going to take that away from you. But my thing is, I don't really get...
I don't want to steal a drink from you.
I don't get how he accumulated all this money to do all these ventures he did. Like, he was a kickboxer. Cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kickboxers out there, but to me, it's like, how do you use that money and make it what it is now?
Sex trafficking?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
How do you do that honestly?
you got to start that at some point. You don't do it like
What do you mean? You don't do it like what? Like out of
me,
nowhere?
Me and you are home. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
I don't wake up one day and say, let's just
let's start sex
trafficking.
trafficking. Like, where do you start that? And
We
how-
we both wake up at the same time, call each other, say, bro,
sex trafficking.
say it at the same time, sex trafficking.
But it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I even hate giving him any attention, but it is a something to talk about. Far as
I don't know. He's kind of fallen off though. He's no longer as
he is
popular
Well, what's
as he used
weird
to be.
is after the Jake Paul fight, Jake Paul
with who?
Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz didn't give a fuck about that fight. If you watched it, he just was like, I hated it, dude, because Nate Diaz could fuck people up. I've watched enough.
Yeah, Nate Diaz got stupid strength.
I've watched.
He's so dumb.
And he's
that,
little
like,
too, yeah.
But he's dumb.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just so.
It's like that Mike Tyson thing.
Yeah,
he's just a little
like,
too dumb.
Always like, I don't give a fuck like him, man. I'll just whoop his ass in the parking lot. And you're like, holy shit, are you okay?
This guy grew up in the streets, though. Like, he's probably fighting people like from a very young age.
But
he's from Stockton. That's right. Yeah, he probably fucked a lot of people up.
He's really scrappy motherfucker. So I was like, Jake's gonna probably get his, but then I have to remember it is boxing, because boxing is like a lot different than. Are you trying to show off?
You hear that?
Yeah.
It's the electrical interference from my vape that's causing a little buzzing noise.
That's weird. It looks like a little dildo.
They're gonna be able to hear that in the recording.
But yeah, so I expected Jake to get it. Well, actually, it wasn't a great fight, but Jake had to really try hard.
Jake Paul.
He still thought he was. There's so much cancerous dudes out there. But yeah, he ran into Tate afterwards. How you smoke from one thing to another thing? I don't get it.
Like this?
I don't get it. But anyways, and like they got in each other's faces, and everyone's like, "Oh God, when's this fight gonna happen?" But the thing is,
they're gonna think I'm smoking crack or something. By the way,
it's
nicotine and weed.
But Aiden, whatever the fuck his name is,
Ross,
dude, that's on his dick,
dude, so bad. It's like you see the scene where Tate leaves, and I can't tell if Aiden Ross is a character. If Aiden Ross is like the smartest dude in the world,
he's not a character.
Just hear me out. If he's a character, it's the greatest character of all time, because he's interviewing Tate. Tate gets up and leaves to go use the restroom, and there's you see where Aiden Ross like sniffs the seat.
What?
Yeah, I swear. This could be wrong. It could be spreading fake news.
That's got to be.
But look up
joke.
Aiden Ross sniffing Tate's seat.
But Aiden Ross
he shaved his head. He swore off jacking off and doing drugs. Then like 2 weeks later, somebody called him out on it. And it was just like,
he's fucking a joke. Dude, I
he's
don't like
a
it.
3-year-old. He's like younger than me.
I really only knew him because this girl.
He's a Zoomer streamer.
Corinna from Dave Dobrik's group.
Was she hot?
Yeah, she's a hot chick, but I'm way over her. Like I haven't checked anything on her. She started a stream, and I was curious because she did GTA, which we wanted to do, where you kind of like role play.
Yeah, I think you've sort of talked to me about this before.
But it was like crazy. But how she does it, I think, is on her own. But some dude named Aiden always would roll up with her and be like, "Come on, let's go, girl." And and then they got like fake married, and I got hella invested. Like, dude, like they're at a they made a wedding, and then they're like, homies like came and.
Do you think you get legally married in a video game? Like as long as it was a real priest, and you actually signed the marriage certificates. Someone's probably got married on WoW before, right?
Yeah, I would think.
Dude, WoW is like the greatest matchmaker of all time. It's got more nerds laid than I can imagine.
I think my buddy Rodney, I think he met her on his lady on.
Many of my friends have met some of their ladies playing WoW.
How's that even work?
Sorry, I don't know if the mic can even hear me.
Yeah, that has to be fake. You try and be funny.
Dude, I wouldn't even do that to be funny. That's pretty gross.
I just don't get what you're trying to do to be funny with it. But yeah, he was doing like stuff with her on there, and then I learned I think was on one of those other guys' podcasts, like Logan Paul or something. And she
impulsive.
She said that she took his virginity. Like he's the only one that she slept with, or the only person that slept with him. But she did it like almost like a pity fuck.
Yeah, is Aiden Ross one of those people that just never gonna get laid just because of his personality?
I mean, I see him
Because he's like rich, right?
Yeah,
and he's not the ugliest human being. Like, he's pretty ugly, but he's not that
Like, he
ugly.
knows Dana White, which is kind of weird.
It's because he's rich.
Like, Dana White has these little private blackjack games. Like, sometimes I'll watch clips of it. And Aiden Ross, like, walks in for a second in one of the clips. And then he tries to, like, snub Joe Rogan, like, I don't know who you are, kind of. Like, walk just right past him. And then Dana's like, oh, hey.
Is that Aiden? Or is that... Was that... Are you thinking about somebody else? Are you thinking about the Nelk Boys?
No. I hate the Nelk Boys.
Did you see the Andrew Schultz thing?
Yeah, dude, it's like...
It's bad.
I'm all with Andrew Schultz. Like,
I mean, I know. I think Andrew Schultz is a piece of shit.
really?
I think most comedians are assholes. Genuinely.
Well,
Especially now since they all have podcasts. They've all, like, really shown that.
I know. They all do.
A lot of them... So, like... It's the... Bill Burr did it to Ethan Klein. It's all these comedians asking why all these interviewers that like this comedian or whatever, or just younger people in general, are like, why they're so negative. And it's like, because of you guys. All these guys want to press you guys because all of your comedy, or most of comedy, is usually relatively negative.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't really blame these guys for having, like, trying to be negative to bounce off of you, and then being like, why are you guys so negative? You know, because I'll see if I can find the clip, the Bill Burr, Ethan Klein, H3H3 podcast. Because he goes to town on him, and I'm like, no, this guy like worships you, and you're Bill Burr. You're like one of the most mean, rude, negative comics there is. You can't really blame the guy for being mean and negative when you're around because he's trying to impress you.
Is
right?
Ethan H3?
Yeah.
So I don't know about him either.
He's stupid. He's lost. Well, I can't tell if it's a psyop or not because he's like. Right now, this is one of the other things that I have on my list. There's like this big thing about reacting. It's like how should Twitch streamers be morally allowed to react to content if they're not adding enough to it, right? You know, Twitch streamers will put on a video and they'll just like watch it alongside the entirety of the chat, and then they'll maybe say one or two things about it. People are getting really mad about that. And
we thought about
Ethan doesn't like that because
I'd say me and Adam thought about doing React because everyone does it and it is funny to have your say on it.
It depends on how much you add. That's the biggest thing is streamers, because they're doing it 24/7, aren't apparently adding enough. Ethan's like super against that, but like his co-podcaster Hassan Piker's whole career is that.
I didn't know Hassan was his co-dude because Hassan used to be on the Young Turks forever.
Hassan's a fucking moron.
See, I used to like Hassan too.
He's so dumb, dude. Oh my god.
What makes him so dumb?
So he is like the most shallow take on every single event that goes on. It's like the most surface level, like progressive take. Like when I'm trying to figure out in my brain whether I continue with the reactor thing or go off on the other thing I wanted to talk about, which is the Kai Cenat thing. We'll do the Kai Cenat later, but I'll talk about the reacting thing right now. So they're all going at it. But Hassan's current thing is usually watching political videos or even watching like MasterChef or something and reacting, and there are like clips of him getting up, leaving for 20 minutes, leaving the stream going and the video going while his chair just sits there.
Wow.
And people are like calling him out, but he's got to kind of defend other streamers like XQC. I don't know if you know who XQC is. He's like he's this Quebecois guy who just screams all the time. I don't like XQC. I think he's really dumb. Like really, really dumb. But Hassan's kind of play defense because he's part of that group while H3H3 is going to town, but H3H3 still likes Hassan, so he's like not. He'll like ask Hassan all these really good questions about the ethics and morality of this, and Hassan's got to be like, well, personally, or like find ways to deflect around it. Like you'd see him fumbling, but like Ethan's completely unaware that he's putting his own friend like on the debate back foot because he doesn't see it as a debate. He's just being like asking questions that are just really good, poignant questions, and it's like, H3H3, are you like psyoping? Like, do you know Hassan's an idiot? Do you not know? Like, are you smart, but you're just like surrounded by really dumb people? Like, I can't figure it out. Are you just so clout driven that like you're willing to like ignore things, but it's still part of your brain that's like, I gotta think of things rationally?
I'm trying to think who's popular that really hates him. And he's like, yeah, and your fucking ugly wife and all this shit and like how
There's a lot of creative, but usually like the red pill guys that don't like him.
like it's
Like
like
the fresh and fit dudes who suck.
Who's fresh and fit?
I don't want to talk about them either because they like deserve even less airtime than Tate does. But they're a podcast. There's fresh and there's fit. Fresh is this. No, fit is I don't know which one's which. There's Myron, and there's the other one. Myron is like the main guy. He's like he's like ex State Department. Like, he's like really well spoken, but he's got some whack. He's got the same kind of like Tate opinions on women. Not quite like.
Oh wait, is that the guy that sits with?
There's
like
two black guys a podcast.
Yeah,
they usually have a bunch of girls.
Yeah, they're fucking trash, dude.
The other one's a fucking one of the stupidest dudes I've ever heard in my entire life.
I
I think it's fresh.
To be honest, I would take No Jumper over these guys.
Adam. Poor Adam.
I don't give a fuck, really.
Do you know who Zerka is?
Zorka, no.
Zerka? You haven't watched the Adam 22? That's the guy who does No Jumper. Do you watch, like, No Jumper clips when they come out?
Yeah.
Have you seen the guy with really bad veneers?
Yeah.
Who's like...
Oh, wait.
He's always talking about... Look up
John...
Look up
I'm
No Jumper,
of the guy
John
that
Zerka.
Tries to think he's too hard.
That's John Zerka. Could be
it?
John Zerka, yeah. Just look up...
He's
It's spelled
got a-
Z-H...
He's got a horrible voice if it's the guy I'm thinking of.
John Zerka. Yeah, he's got like a... It's kind of like deep.
Kind of.
It sounds like it's an accent. But like you can't place the accent.
Dude, it's not... I'm not spelling it right.
No, just look up No Jumper.
So I know... There's like a few different guys.
Space. John. Oh, it's Zerka.
There's a good amount of guys on here. I don't... Is this dude?
It's this dude.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of this guy right here.
Okay, both of them are fuckheads. I know who this guy... I kind of know who this guy is, but this guy is a fucking idiot.
But
like, he could also be, like, the greatest troll of all time. It could be that, too.
yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that dude on any of the clips. It's mainly been just homie talking to porn stars. And
Oh, you're getting, like, a lot of the older ones. Or maybe it's the new ones. I don't know.
And they always have, what's her name? I think it's his girl.
How do you feel about the JRE now?
What's she called?
What?
The plug? Some butthole chick. I don't know.
Oh. What do you feel about the JRE now?
Oh, it's this cat right here.
How do you...
Sharp.
How do you feel about JRE?
What's Jerry?
Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh, Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan.
I don't know. I can't stand it now.
I go back and forth. Like I tell people.
He's got some fucking really dumb people on there.
But I feel like he's open-minded enough to hear you out, I guess. But
Sure.
he goes, for me, his opinions are about half and half.
I agree.
But, like, see, this all makes me, like, my head hurts right now. My stomach hurts from all this. Like, my stomach already hurt. But this is just, like, everyone we've gone through, it's just fucking why?
Why what?
Why are they making money? Why are people
Because a lot of
watching?
them are attractive. A lot of them are charismatic. A lot of them are connected.
Like, I fucking listen to... I listen to fucking, like, old... Everyone's really big in doing these watch things. Or just randomly talking. Like, I'll watch Christy Carlson Romano from Even Stevens.
Oh, are you watching that? Are you watching the Nez the Classified podcast?
That I'll watch clips. I haven't really sat and watched it. But things like that, like, they're dope because it's like...
Because it's nostalgic, bro.
Well, they talk about episodes and what was going on during this. And she was like, oh, yeah, I was getting tits. And I didn't get, they kept making me wear hoodies for no reason. I was like, why the fuck is every scene I'm in a hoodie in the summer?
Because you can't have tatas.
Yeah.
Not on TV.
So it's just like random shit that you're like, oh, that's fucking cool. That's crazy. But yeah, I wonder if Logan gets picked up back there yelling at his gaming.
I don't know, maybe.
But, like, yeah, I'll watch things like that. And she has her show on Vulnerable, the Christy Carlson Romano. And she'll talk to hell at different people through the night.
But the podcast, I mean, obviously, perfect example is us. We get no viewers. The podcast market's pretty fucking saturated as it is.
It is, but me and Eddie were talking the other day from his philosopher, film officers.
Let's just turn this shit into YouTube videos.
And he was saying that same thing I was saying. I go, I feel like people are wanting more, but they're getting tired, like what we're talking about. These people they're getting sick of this. They want, and he was saying that he feels the vibe, but people want more like indie. They want to be kind of cool and find like indie podcasts and
is that what we are?
I guess I don't
small indie studios.
People that are just like
Just like EA.
talking about, but long as it's entertaining and they're laughing and having fun, whatever. But it's like
You're not entertained, laughing, or having
I know,
fun.
I know. Well, because most of our shit,
Just how can Declan torture Ernie with the news?
yeah, pretty much. But like people like they don't like. They'll watch Tiger Belly or something like that, and they hate.
Oh my god!
Hate what's his name?
Bobby.
Bobby Lee is fucking. I can't believe he got a second wind of career.
I don't know.
He was literally
don't know.
Mad TV, and then like nobody comedian.
Like
He was on Carlo Mencia's dick for a while,
I just think like
and then all of a sudden he got like
every comedian needs a podcast now. There's only a couple of them that like make good ones. That like I don't like. Okay, so like I like Shane Gillis' podcast because it's just them sitting on a couch, like literally.
Yeah.
And Shane Gillis is just and his I can't remember his fucking co-host are just naturally funny. They've been friends forever, right? I like there's this other guy who like puts a lot of editing into his podcast, like into it. Like animations and cuts and other kinds of stuff like that. And I think that's like a really interesting idea. But most of them are just, it's the same guys running around doing each other's podcasts. And I'm just like, I don't care.
Well, it's
like
weird.
Bert Kreischer, I don't care anymore.
Is that
It's the fact. That's the machine.
he
He's lost his damn mind.
He got too much, man.
Yeah, he lost his damn mind.
Too much too fast for him. Like the fact that they gave him a movie and it looks like Larry the Cable Guy kind of movie, like
Yeah.
it's like not like they were smart enough to like just make a movie and put him in it.
But Mark Hamill's in it.
I know. But they're like, it's The Machine, the movie. It's like a sequel to his story, which is really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you don't do that.
It's his best bit, though, right?
I mean, it's a good story.
That's what I mean, though. It's his best bit.
But you move on from it and you do other things.
Not everybody does.
I watched his other one, and his other one wasn't, like, that great. And I did try to, like, vouch for him and, like, watch his shit. But, like, his last stand-up wasn't that good. And that's the thing. Like, the guys for me that are, like, king stand-ups, like, let's say Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, stuff like that, they're not sitting around on podcasts. They're not doing things
Well,
like that.
Dave Chappelle's like an anomaly.
They don't need to really do these
That
things.
motherfucker's got a family, bro.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these guys got families.
Sure, but that guy, like, cares on a naturally large amount.
Like, Bert's got a family. He's got his wife. He's got, I think, 2 kids.
Yes, but he's drinking like a fucking madman and partying like a goddamn psychopath.
He's talking like crazy. Like, he's in hella good shape right now.
Dude, he's insane.
And he's like,
He's like delusional.
He's like, dude, I've been working out and I've been taking this protein stuff. He's like, I'm hella built right now. And I was like,
Such good shoulders, bro.
I was like,
Is the best shoulders.
Is he?
When there's the thing where he says that.
I'm like,
and all I
he-
can think of is you.
Fuck
I have
you.
good shoulders. Dude, I got like the best shoulders.
I have wide shoulders. But no, like he I'm like, is he joking? Is this a bit? Like he really thinks he's buff and stuff? Because like he's still like a fat ass dude.
It's become delusional, yeah.
But it's all these people in the same kind of group. So like I said, Bobby Lee, they use the same room where he does Tiger Belly with his ex. He does Best Friends, something with the redhead dude. The redhead dude is actually pretty funny though.
And Andrew Santino?
Yeah, I don't know. He's the only one that balances out for me. Like he makes me laugh when he talks shit to Bobby all the time. Usually it's racist shit about him being Asian.
But you can see he doesn't make it anybody. He doesn't do it to make anybody other than Bobby laugh.
Right.
Because if you watch that podcast, Andrew's like looking at Bobby for most of it. So he's just trying to make Bobby specifically lose his mind laughing. Because like Bobby will try to get real serious about something, and then he'll just be like, "Oh, your mom," and then does an impression of his mom.
Yeah, crosses his eyes always.
Bobby mother.
But yeah, it's just fucking like I don't know. Like sometimes I just think I don't know if I want to live in this world. Like it's just we're getting grosser and grosser, and it's like. I think I sent you.
I just don't want to close my eyes, man.
I think I sent you a thing of.
You sent me George Carlin.
George Carlin.
Who I don't really find that funny. He's interesting.
George Carlin's a fucking genius, but it's just his view on life.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a reasonable. Some of his takes are just like, okay, you're fucking old, man.
Well, he's just fucking tired of it. But rest his soul. But he just the whole thing is like people are fucking stupid. And we don't really have I don't think we have comedians that really could call out people in a intelligent way without sounding like retarded.
Well, it's all super personal. They're all friends now.
Yeah.
Right. It's the NBA thing, right? They're all friends now, bro. You can't like even when like I see it on the court, they're talking shit. I'm like, these guys, you can go spend the summer together. Like, they're not gonna fuck. These guys are like best friends. They're gonna apologize.
I mean,
kiss each other's children.
It's cool and it's not. It's cool because it's like, you know, it's just a game. You know, it's like we're here to entertain.
Practice.
But then you go.
Are we talking about practice?
To back. And you hate to always do this, but back to like Pistons against the Bulls. That shit wasn't friendship. That shit was like
no. And there's like there's a couple people out there that still like either hate some like Draymond Green hates some people, and people for sure hate that motherfucker.
Yeah. I think
he knocked out his own teammate.
I think it's a dying breed, and I also think without.
Yeah, but I don't need the violence as much as I need the rivalry. I don't need guys beating each other up on the court. Smooth operator.
I think Kobe Bryant was one of those breeds because I was watching something.
He just wanted to win, bro.
And they're like, who was it? Who's fucking? I see his face. I can't think of his name. Tall ass dude.
Sam Cassell.
No, tall ass dude. Lakers got him for a minute. Younger dude. Huge shoulders. What's his fucking name?
Larry Nance Jr.?
No, he's very popular. He was getting him hopped around to a bunch of teams.
Dwight Howard? Oh, D'Angelo's... I mean, he doesn't suck. He sucks now.
Yeah, but back then...
Sucked towards back half his career.
But he's talking about, like... He's talking about how the difference with him hanging out with LeBron, they're, like, high-fiving in the locker room and joking. He's like, Kobe was, like, not playing with them. Like, they would go out to the club, and Kobe's like... You guys better be up in the morning. Like when it's ready to practice, if you guys are gonna get drunk and shit, you better be ready. And I think it's just a
yeah, there's a couple. There's Michael Jordan's son's playing right now. Jimmy Butler.
Oh no.
Look up is Jimmy Butler Michael Jordan's son?
Is Jimmy Butler what is my son doing back there?
He is trying to make a pizza as loud as fucking possible. Sheesh. You can make a pizza a little quieter. I get that there's pans involved. I'm not mad at that part, but you don't have to.
He's got to beat the meat first. Not the meat, the dough.
He's got to knead the dough.
You got to knead the dough.
Yeah, your son just in there just throwing a pizza.
Then you got to put the cheese on. Or you got to put the sauce on. Then you got to put the cheese on. What are you doing?
Skizzers, bro.
What do you need scissors for?
He's going to cut the packaging open. You don't cook it with the plastic on.
In the wake of Miami upset Milwaukee, dozens of TikTok and YouTube videos promoted the theory. Some have even racked up more than 1 million views. To be clear, the rumor is absolutely false. Butler and Jordan are not related. There is no evidence suggesting that.
Who's Jimmy Butler's father?
Who?
Who's Jimmy Butler's father?
I don't know.
Look it up.
No one knows?
Look it up. I just want to know.
Butler just...
Last time I heard, we had no idea whose real birth father was.
Jimmy Butler, Michael Jordan, DNA test pops up. That would be so insane.
They're the same height, the same build, the same wingspan. They play the same style of basketball. They are both ball dominant, super angry, super dominant players.
What happened to Jimmy Butler's parents? Am I gonna read some like Batman shit?
No.
He got killed by like some dude with a basketball. Then he's like, I swear by this basketball, I will be the greatest detective.
He wouldn't have got killed by a basketball. He would have fell into a hole full of basketballs. The basketballs would have been a sphere. And he'd be like, "This, I ain't basketball man." Oh no, he's afraid of butlers. That's why his last name is Jimmy Butler.
His mom studied, blah, blah, blah. Reportedly works as a caregiver. Despite his parents absent for most of his life, he holds no grudges. It's weird. It doesn't say anything about his dad. It just says his mom.
Look up Jimmy Butler's shaved head.
Oh my gosh.
And face. Do it.
What were you saying that while I do this, Mr. Beast is suing?
Oh yeah, he's suing.
I know a lot about
Mr. Beast is suing the food company who's suing him back and claiming like Mr. Beast is a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And I want to know what your take on that is, because I know you like the Mystery Beast.
No, he's gangster.
But yeah, apparently they were like not providing edible food. Mr. Beast was like,
well,
nah, fuck you guys. And they were like, no, you're trying to fucking extort us for more money, you son of a bitch. And he's like, And they're like, you're also horrible. And he's
I looked up shaved. He looks just like Michael Jordan. I already went through this. I don't know if I did it on here, but I read that he was getting rid of it, and it was on a tweet. And it sucks because I actually enjoy it. And it's weird that my mom, who's a vegan and shit, enjoys it. Because she gets, like, the grilled cheese with, like...
Is your mom a vegan for ethics reasons or health reasons?
I think a little bit of both.
Then why does she keep chickens?
She gets eggs.
So she finds that ethical?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, because she does everything, like... She's talking to her shaman. And she
you can only eat grilled cheeses from Mr. Beast.
I think he was like, dude, I swear to God, he just dresses like you. He looks like nothing fucking...
Are we going to do the Spider-Man thing? Wait a minute.
He just dresses... He wears hats all the time. Just wears regular clothes.
Oh, he wears hats and regular clothes. He's just like me.
Just another white guy.
White?
Yep.
Might as well be the same person.
Got the same hairdo, kind of... not as curled, though. But
nobody's hair is quite as curly as mine.
Yeah. But yeah, I think my mom was a little worried about...
When you get cut coconut head over here?
I don't know. It's not coconut head. It would be wrapped underneath.
It's getting there, bro.
My son does not want it cut at all. Now he like can put it in a ponytail.
He needs to at least start styling it.
I don't know. I think he needs to.
You need to get it. You need to get it cut. Listen to me. Listen to me. No. Don't shake your head. Listen to me. You need to get it not cut short. You need to get it like layered properly so it grows in right. Otherwise, you're gonna look like a weirdo.
You're getting this from Declan.
You're gonna look like Cousin
It. His mop of hair.
When I grew my hair long,
your hair is long right now, or
no,
longer.
It's not that long.
It's down almost to your shoulders.
No. It's not even close to my shoulder.
But anyway,
it's the mullet. You want to see the Vegeta hairline?
I think she losing hair.
No, I just have a really, really, really deep widow's peak.
I think it's called receding hair.
Probably, but I'm not losing it. It's not thinning.
My mom, I think, was worried about how he was like, "Oh, you got chickens back there?" How my mom was like, "Wait, we have this huge coop. I have."
It's not free roam.
Yeah, she has a huge coop.
They might as well be slaves, bro.
She has a chicken run.
Would you like to live in a coop?
If I'm getting taken care of and fed every day, and shit, hell yeah.
I'd be like
Jabba the Hutt.
You're an NPC, bro. You're what Tate's talking about, bro.
And then my mom takes him out every day to go walking and stuff. But anyways, back to Mr. Beast. Yeah, I was like shocked she actually liked it because it had like grilled onions in it.
Yeah, but all that stuff is cooked alongside the beef, so she's still getting beef fat and beef grease. She doesn't care though. She's not like that extreme about it.
She's not gonna lose her mind over it.
Okay. But that's not, I'm not blaming. I'm not like she's not vegan enough. I think being a vegan is a spectrum.
Eggs a milk bitch.
She's not a vegan though. She's a vegetarian because you can't be a vegan and eat eggs. That's like
true.
So does your mom say she's a vegan?
I don't know.
If she does, she's lying.
I don't know, but I'm guessing.
Is your mom pro-life or pro-choice? Is that too invasive of a question to ask?
No, I think she's pro whatever the fuck you want, not control women's bodies like most women are.
Your mom strikes me as a person that could either be all for it or like way against it.
No.
It could go either way.
Usually you have to be super religious, I think, a lot of times.
No, sometimes those hippie dippy people are like, yeah, everything has got a soul, every tree, every plant.
When you jerk off, you're killing so many fucking little babies.
Well, I don't think they go that far.
Well, then they're not.
I don't even believe that.
They're not taking it far enough.
Like,
though.
I believe, like, at least maybe when the egg is fertilized with the sperm, can we consider it a life? I think maybe, but I have no way to fucking pinpoint that exact fucking moment, so I'm like,
So, with Mr. Beast...
he's getting an abortion. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He's aborting Mr. Beast burgers.
I saw that on Twitter that he's getting rid of it because of quality control, he said.
Yeah.
And then he said, we're going to still do our candy bars, which are great.
Feastables only... I saw videos, like, Feastables only 4 ingredients. It was like, and it flipped it over and they lifted it. It was like 2 more extra ingredients. It was like oil and something else. And I was like, those are probably inside of these other ingredients.
He should have just said that then. Just say, I mean, what's adding 2 more?
But what's being mad about it gonna do? It's like our potato chip. Do they say only 3 ingredients? Because guess how many ingredients are in the average potato chip?
Oh, quite a bit.
3.
Is it?
Yeah.
Potato,
oil, salt. It's like 8. Potato chips are the most like base natural food you can eat. It doesn't mean they're healthy for you.
Well, yeah, but it made sense because being like trying to figure out stuff about the food at first, there was like several complaints always on there, like ours came like this, blah 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 blah, and people would try to like representatives would be like, hit us up and we'll try to take care of it or whatever.
I think ghost kitchens are a good idea executed very poorly.
I agree 100%. And I think what happened was,
like, if you could use a ghost kitchen to also provide a much cheaper service than like a regular kitchen, and like you told people they were ghost kitchens and started associating ghost kitchens with cheaper prices and still quality food because you don't have to pay like a front of house staff people, right? Then I think a lot of people would be like all for it. But they were like, these are real places, Bong Chong Chinese food, and you're like, that is clearly not a real. There's no location. That's not a real place. It's got like
you could go pick it up, but it's like Red Robin cooks it.
No, some of them are just fucking. There's a guy that did like a little investigation and found the place where they just have a bunch of just empty kitchens with no front of staff working, and they're just making the food essentially. So it's like it's just people in like private kitchens,
staff, right?
There are, but there's no front of house. There's nobody like they don't have to. They just have to pay them to cook the food. They don't have to pay them to like serve customers. They don't have to worry about tips really going to them.
Because you could go pick it up if you want. Because there's certain deals you can get picking it up, but so you have to go somewhere. But all of our stuff comes in Red Robin bags for Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
and they throw the.
That's another style of ghost kitchen. Yeah. Is the ones that like sign a.
And Bupa de Beppo does a lot of burgers.
Bupa de Beppo.
They do a lot of burgers, which is funny because they're Italian.
Yeah, but you get the girls. They Mr. Beast like provides most. I think they provide the shipping of all the food.
They do, yeah,
because like, that's part of the deal.
It has to taste different than like Red Robin.
But that's part of the deal, though, too. Is I think that Mr. Beast helps pay for a portion.
But
at
I
least
think
of those extra bits.
What happened was. You couldn't flame all those fires, and he said having so many of them, he can't oversee everyone, making sure each burger tastes the same at each ghost kitchen.
Not with that attitude.
Exactly. So if you
can't get Mr. Beast after his month-long tour around the United States to check every Mr. Beast burger's quality, he's just like, all right, guys, I can't do this anymore. He just keels around.
He still has a deal with his boys that when he dies.
Is he monitoring that oven?
It just turned on. He preheated it.
I know, but is he like? Does he have like
usually uses a timer? Yeah. I don't know if he did, but he has.
I still want your whole house burning down and lighting all of California on fire.
Yeah, but you're already burning in my house, so
there's no like fire involved in this process.
No fire. But Mr. Beast has a thing.
Fire. What if like a magician fire just came out of my hands?
Then I would hire.
What if I had been a secret magician for years and you just had and I just threw a smoke bomb, disappeared, and never came back ever again?
No, it might be alright. But
would you be like, was Declan real, or was it just a dream we all had?
Then we'd all be part of that dream. But no,
it's a collective dream. Those are real, right?
I can't remember what I was gonna say.
It's okay.
oh, you're like the worst. I feel like with you, I always have to try to not impress you, but not make you disappointed. Because I think you always come here looking at like, oh, look at the way Ernie lives. Oh, I don't want to hang out here.
Pathetic.
Well, like you don't like hang out. You come here like,
motherfucker, you.
We do the podcast, and you're always like afraid to sit down. You're afraid.
I would
things
like
are dirty.
to present to the evidence of the court that I live many miles from here, and that gas is very, 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 very expensive. And I hang out with this guy basically 2 times a week.
I don't know about that.
Regardless. Irregardless.
I don't know. Being your friend's work. I gotta.
Being your friend is. We're not getting into this. I'm not gonna lay out the list of things that are laborers.
All you do is just ignore my phone call, then, like normal. Text, dude. I'm so tired of texting everybody right now.
Yeah,
like,
I get that. Yeah.
Everybody just.
But you gotta understand, like, if you call me at like 7 o'clock on a Monday night, I'm gonna be
Magic.
Well,
bro.
I might call you back, but if I hang up on you, I'm probably in the middle of something.
I'm tapping some mana, bro.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
I'm really irritated because I had something I was saying about Mr. Beast. But yeah, whatever.
He's what you want to be. He's what you aspire to be.
Oh, I would love to be in his shoes because that fool's fucking rich.
Yeah,
but he still does a lot of good
He got
things.
at it at a...
Oh, no, I was saying that he has a deal with his buddies that when he dies...
put the hand on the
casket. I was like, I think that's crazy.
And whoever wins gets the channel?
Yeah, but like mourning him and your guy, like, just put your hands
No,
out.
if you asked me to do something dumb after you died, I'd probably do it.
I saw someone...
Unless it was like threatening to my life, like, Declan, I need you to jump out of a plane and let my ashes go. Fuck off. I ain't doing
You're
that.
going to be fine.
No, I ain't doing that. Fuck that.
But
if you're like, yeah, I need you to go just
some Marine,
run naked around the graveyard 3 times.
Some army dudes or
I
something,
guess.
they said, hey, if I ever die, you have to wear like a dress to my funeral.
I'd wear a dress to
and
your
the
funeral.
dude, like, he looked hella out of it. They said, I think, a bright green dress. So he was out there, but it's sad to see him like kneeling down in like a dress and like
Yeah, but he
bawling.
promised.
Yeah, I know, but
It's kind of beautiful in a way, though, right? Because
Yeah.
the guy, like, it shows true bonds, right? That he didn't back down even after the guy couldn't, you know.
It's just like they could have went too far. Like, you gotta have a dildo strapped to you or something. Like being funny bros. Then like he dies, and you're like, I didn't expect this to go that far.
You didn't make me sign anything.
Yeah. Like you're there and you're just crying and your dick's wobbling.
Instead of, like, when people put roses on the thing, they just probably put a dildo on. This is what he would have wanted.
Can't.
It's like a mom holding a bouquet of dildos.
That's disgusting. So what are you saying? He's suing back? Why are they suing him?
Because they're claiming he's doing it for, like, nefarious, not
Is it
reasons.
the company?
Like, he wants to back out of his deal
it a
or wants
company-
more money out of the deal.
It's a company that he had to use to make the ghost kitchen?
Basically, or run this whole operation, shenanigans, buffoonery, make sure food gets to where it needs to go and packaging needs to get printed. Mr. Beast is not, like, necessarily building these companies from the bottom up. Like, Feastables, maybe, because that's, like, his fucking, like, he has, like, a YouTube video about all that shit. And has, like, recorded documents of him working. But this thing just sounds like he made a deal with another company to slap his label on something. And now that that's gone sour, both people are going, you're a bad person.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to go.
But, like, both these guys are big enough, and it's ambiguous enough for, of course, the next proceeding to be Mr. Beast sue them. They sue him. Then they go to court.
Have you seen the stuff going on with his buddy Chris? Because he's, like, changing.
Because she's...
I don't know if he's a she yet. Or does he want to be called she? I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on dudes, just normal dudes, painting their nails and shit?
Dude, people have been painting their nails since the fucking 90s.
People
have been painting fucking nails.
in the
Men have been
80s.
painting their nails.
I saw this
for, like, fucking generations.
This
bro.
dude,
It's, like, not a big
this
deal.
dude in
I
one of my
won't.
Facebook groups was like, mine aren't, but he was like, all these fucking faggots, blah blah blah. He's like, they all do this and paint their nails. I'm like, dude, paint your nails has been done since like punk rock, bro. It's like, it's nothing new. and it's not.
You probably shouldn't say that word.
No, I'm quoting what he said.
Regardless, you should probably censor it.
I'm quoting what he said. It was pretty not cool. I'm not agreeing with it. But
Yeah, then you shouldn't like put it out there, though, right?
I should throw it out there and be like, I love it.
No.
McDonald's. But did you find out if Chris is?
I was gonna look that up, but you're
I disturbed you.
just walking into very precarious territory where I don't want to get in like a big fucking discussion or argument about it.
Well, it's just weird because they keep calling it the Carl effect, which I don't get. Like they're saying Carl's changing them.
What's Chris's name?
I don't know, Chris. I never hear them ever really.
I hate having to fucking look people up by their goddamn bosses.
Chris,
Gotta look up
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
I
Oh, okay. I was spelling it right.
don't.
It's Chris Tyson.
Oh yeah, it is. The last name is Tyson. It's just so weird because you go back a couple years, and I remember they're doing games where they're like, fit everything in the square, and I'll pay for it. And he's doing big.
Chris Tyson identifies as a female.
They were
It's she.
they were doing stuff for Chris to get all his baby stuff, and it was just weird. He's a totally different dude, and it's just so weird. Like a couple years go by, and then he's like in this state of mind.
I don't talk about this anymore.
It's just, dude. Sorry.
I just don't think you get it.
Following.
I think you come from a very
An influencer and following his crew or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just
It's very parasocial.
It's very odd
Yeah.
to see one day like this and one day like that. Like it was very fast. Like it wasn't like, oh,
maybe for you.
Oh, for him, who knows? Wait, he
For
went there for her. I don't.
Just be like, the thing is, like, you don't have to necessarily agree with that lifestyle. You just
no,
gotta
I
like
don't-
show
I
them
don't-
like
I
a
don't-
modicum of respect.
I don't give
Just
a
general
fuck.
person.
I'm a very big person and do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't involve me. Why the fuck would I care? But my thing was, it was just odd to see, like, you know, married dude with a kid and like just whatever life, and then like 2 videos later, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like everything changed. And granted, in between those videos could have been, you know, whatever.
Not
Like,
even in between those videos.
8 months could have been.
It could have been years before that. You're not like privy to that. You don't get privy to that information. Right?
Yeah, but like I said, I'm watching.
But I need it. But it's that parasociality. Is that like you
It's-
care about these? You treat them like people you know when they're not people you know.
Correct.
So then don't do that. That's
But
stupid and dumb.
But it's because you do feel like, oh, these are because
That's not a good thing. That's not a thing that you're going to be able to like say, oh, but you do. That's an excuse.
But-
no, it's a thing that
no.
happens to humans that we did not do because
no.
it's dumb.
I think it's okay if they're good people, man. Because there's times where you're depressed, and sometimes you got these things you can lean on.
yeah, but not everybody is good people. You don't always know. Like I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely they could be fronted.
So then don't be parasocial at all. These people, it's like not even for your sake, for their sake. It's like safer for their sake that you're not like super attached to these people. That's how people get stalkers and threats.
Yeah, but you're
And-
going a little too far. But if there's like this, you know, when people talk about,
Yeah, but then when something happens in their life, you get so broken up that it affects your life when it has nothing to do with your life.
granted, let's say Sesame Street's fake, but people go, you know, there's younger.
Wait,
people.
Elmo died?
Yeah,
No!
there's younger.
What took him,
people-
SIDS?
There's younger. There's younger people. Crystal sent me a video of
SIDS? That's fucked up.
skinless. That's sad because she works in the hospital, so she probably could.
That's fucked
A
up.
skinless Elmo, and it's so
Like just the
disturbing. Yeah,
like the wiring parts. Because he's not an animatronic, right? He's a puppet still. But just
No,
all the
no.
intricate puppet
This
parts?
is a Tickle Me Elmo,
Oh,
and it's like
it's like one of the ones they light on fire.
and it looks like fucking you know, Five Nights at Freddy's. So it's freaked out.
Yeah, where do you think
Well, it came from
From
Chuck E. Cheese,
animatronics.
but yeah,
from animatronics with no flesh on or fur?
yeah. God, that was a
Do
crazy.
you know I
thing,
almost
too.
got a New York accent?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never put that together. That, oh yeah.
No,
he's-
I would say no. You're right. You're right. I
was that one of those things where you're like,
I hear
you're
it.
like, yeah, because you want to seem cool.
no, because I hear it, but then I was like, wait a minute. No, growing up, we all thought he had just a baby type voice.
He does, but he's got a little bit of an accent in there.
Which makes me mad about Raphael. Raphael in the movies, the 90 movies.
Squall. Okay. Oh,
No,
I was going to
what were
give
you
him a
gonna say?
Cockney accent.
No, He's like Brooklyn, like he talks.
Hey, it's
Is that a Jose Canseco bet? Like, that's how he talks. And I loved it because I thought, oh, cool, he picked up the culture as a turtle. Maybe he snuck out and he's the only one that talks like that.
So, like, one turtle goes to Harlem, one turtle goes to Queens.
No, I could just see
one turtle goes
Raph is the badass.
Donatello's from upstate New York.
Raph is the badass.
He's from Buffalo.
He busts out at night.
These turtles been roaming, bro.
But yeah, because But
Master Splinter still got the racist accent, though.
Yeah. Yeah, in this new one, they don't really explain.
Does he have the racist accent in the new one?
It's Jackie Chan.
Okay.
So
in the canonical story, is he like a Chinese immigrant? Or a Japanese immigrant? Does he practice kung fu, taekwondo, judo?
There's ninjutsu.
So he's from Japan.
There's two different
He's
versions.
From Nippon.
There's one, he was like in the cartoon, the 80s cartoon, he was a man that got changed into a rat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then I believe in the
But like, was he an immigrant?
I don't know.
Was he even like in the country for like, his family's been in the country for like 7 generations and he still got the horribly racist accent?
Because then they changed it in the very first movie where he was the pet of the guy that supposedly... I don't know.
Or they morphed together in some mutagen.
He saw the death of... Like, Shredder killed his master.
The rat squeak.
Yeah. They killed his master, but once he get hit with the ooze...
The rat goes.
He's like, I'm a revenge. He goes pretty ham in the movie, but it's really odd, his character. It's really odd. It's really odd. It's just...
How is it odd?
It's just an old, humble dad. It's not like the Splinter I'm used to.
Not the Master Splinter.
Yeah, he does come and fuck up shit, but it's just different. Like I told everybody, it's a good movie, but it's for the new generation.
So how old is Splinter?
I don't know.
Is he old as shit?
He should be older.
Is he the same age?
How do rats age?
As...
No. He finds...
As Shredder?
Oh, probably.
But is Shredder like young or old?
I don't think they really make it clear. Beside, well, again, there's a million.
Or was he like Ra's al Ghul?
He's
like coming out of like
million different cartoons and movies that.
Did they work together in the crossover? Ra's al Ghul and Shredder.
Yes,
that sounds like a pretty.
I know they fight each other at one point
that's
too.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Who won?
Can't remember.
I feel like Shredder would have to win that.
Really, Ra's.
Shredder's like.
But Ra's
isn't Shredder in like full armor? Oh wait, which Shredder are we talking about? Talking about like
Robot
Shredder? Are we talking about?
He was just regular Shredder, but like in the Power Ranger ones, he gets the green ring or the green coin and becomes like
that's pretty sick.
Green Ranger Shredder, which all these are weird. They've crossed over with like Godzilla.
I think Shredder's my favorite part of Ninja Turtles. I just think his design's cool. It's very edgy. It's very 90s.
I don't like Michael Bay's, but I think in number 2 he was really cool.
Is that the one? That's not the one with the robot armor, isn't it?
No, that's the first one.
Yeah, I like the robot armor better than I like the second one.
Really? Because the first one, he's a dude. He's like a normal dude.
Yeah, but a normal dude couldn't fight a turtle.
A
giant mutate. I mean, those turtles are like 7 feet. The Michael Bay turtles are fucking enormous.
Well, yeah. But the teenager ones, I'm thinking, not teenager, but like the 1990 ones, they're built muscle. They look like Derek Fisher.
Yeah, but
they're built. Like
they're not that. They're not like 7 foot monsters.
But
they're not each individually the Hulk.
They're just not good enough of a fighter.
Hey, is Starbrand the Hulk? Hey,
no, Starbrand takes on different molds.
Is he supposed to look like the Hulk?
And some red bubbly. No.
In the BC Avengers one?
That one takes over a form of a Hulk back then, though. Starbrand takes on different mantles of people.
Okay.
So it's like there's a storyline where it hits a little baby, and they have to, like, protect the baby. Because it's like, she got hit with the Starbrand.
How many inherited mystical powers are there? There's, like, the bands, right?
There's everything.
Dang.
He took a picture of the pizza to ask me if it was done. I would let it go a little bit longer.
Take a spatula and lift under the bottom, see if it's burnt.
The Safeway ones and the DiGiorno pizzas, they basically got to get burnt, I feel like, on the top to be cooked. And
I broil them.
I probably should.
A broil will cook on the top.
Hey, where's my drink, waiter?
Wait there. Wait there.
What were you saying about the other thing you wanted to get into? You're like, I'll wait for that later.
Oh, the Kaisenat riot thing?
Well, is that the one where people are using chairs?
It beat up like some dude that had like a food stand.
I don't
And
know.
like stole a bunch of food. Look, just
But no, there was a big fight that happened recently.
yeah, that's the one you're talking
Red
about.
Bob.
You're talking about the literal race war where the guy jumps off the boat to get on the dock to beat the shit out of that white guy or whatever.
I was in Tahoe during that, so all I saw were memes of people talking about WWE shit.
Yeah,
People-
somebody hit somebody with a chair.
People
at one
pulled out
point,
chairs
yeah.
and shit.
They were literally, this was a war. These people were beating the fucking shit out of each other. Men, women, children.
Did it happen in a small town?
I think it's like in the South, and there was like a boat going by.
Did you see stuff about that guy's song? Not the small town song.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Song of the South.
No,
What, the great movie, The Song of the South?
no. I'm talking about the. I like to see you try that in a small town.
Logan, can you open that window above the...
Are you? Oh, you get the smoke out.
Yeah, it's just going to get a little
It's gonna get a little pizza in here.
little toasty in here because you guys got a small kitchen with not... Yeah. Does it open? Can you figure it out? You got the brain power to? You're smart. You graduated college. Get a stool. You're a big boy. Do you want to die and smoke?
Do you want to?
Do you want to choke us out?
You could open up that behind you.
I'm not strong enough. You're going to have to do it for me, Logan.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
No, Kai Cenat, just look him up so you get a general grasp of who the fuck he is. And maybe read his little Wikipedia thing, preambles, you know.
What's his name?
Beforehand. Kai, Kai, Cenat, spelled Cenat.
That came up. Kai like the ocean. Our
I was like, what are you referring to? It took me a second. And you're like, oh, the person.
because Kai means ocean in Hawaiian. I was told.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Does he still play Magic?
Yeah.
Does he still get Applebee's
No.
on a date night?
That was disgusting.
That's my mouth digesting the soda. Yeah, it's just some black dude. Kai sent it.
Yes, he wanted to give away. If you look on the news, it might actually pop up. He wanted to give away a bunch of PS5s in Union Square in Newark, New York. This is New York, motherfuckers.
And then what happened?
A bunch of people came because PS5s are expensive, and their favorite streamer is giving away a bunch.
I want to buy the new one so bad.
And people got crazy about
Have
it.
you seen what the new one looks like?
No, I don't care.
Because you're not a dope ass motherfucker.
No, I don't have the kind of cash to just randomly splurge on
I-
fucking $5,000 consoles.
$600.
Yeah,
Better
okay.
than a computer.
No.
I've read.
I can do more with the computer. It's great. It's great if it's like better graphics.
I've
It's
heard-
good for you.
I've heard PS5s are better.
I
than a
can
lot of
do more on
computers.
my computer.
Can you?
I can run emulators.
Can you?
Can I? Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it.
The new one coming out is the Spider-Man one,
I don't care.
and it's red and it's got the symbiote
Ernie,
coming all over it.
I love you. And I
Dude,
love
I
what,
collect
I love
every-
what you're about.
I
and I
collect
love that you like
everything with
things.
Venom.
And I love all that about you. But I don't give a fuck.
You're such a fucking.
I don't care about
horrible
your
friend.
Spider-Man PS5, bro. I care about a lot of other things in your
Why?
life. Because it's
Show-
boring. I don't
show
care.
interest in something someone else likes.
No, because people don't show interest in things I like.
I show interest what you like. Magic. But that's
Do-
all
but
you
do you
like.
like that along?
But that's all you really
No.
like.
I like video games.
What,
But you
what?
show interest in video games.
But it depends on what video game.
Yeah.
You tell me you don't even play
You never
those
even
video
finished
games.
Portal with me. So
I'm down to play Portal every fucking night because I'm bored.
where's the text? Where's the hey?
I
You
text
up? You want to play Portal?
I text you and you don't answer.
Lies.
I can show you
Slander.
through my phone.
Slander. Lies.
You're just a horrible person. The incident resulted in 65 arrests, nearly half of which were juveniles.
Yeah. And they beat up some poor store guy and stole a bunch of his chips. And they jumped on cars and shit.
Jesus.
Is that what would you consider that?
Are they trying to get it turned into a riot?
I'm just saying, would you consider that a riot? A fight?
Disturbing? Disturbing.
A disturbance is jumping on a
Disturbance.
car and beating up a stand owner? Like, even if they didn't beat him up, like where's the line? Like, I'm not saying, like, I want to call it a riot because it had to do with, like, a black streamer because it's literally got nothing to do with that. I don't even really want to call it a riot because of the connotation towards it being way more violent than it really actually was. But like, I don't know what to call it then. If I can't call it a riot, and I can't because of the quote unquote racial connotation, then what do I call this? This isn't a fight. This is just a bunch of people losing their minds. And like,
it says the giveaway causes a riot. So I mean, that's what
it's not Kai Cenat's fault. He didn't like he didn't get people to like. He wasn't like, okay, everybody trash everything. Clearly that was not the case. He didn't cite anything. He just didn't plan it very well.
I mean, it's related under New York City riot in his name.
Yeah, but people are calling it. You can't call that a riot. They're
I
calling it a riot to stoke racial tensions.
But it's like, when can you call it a riot?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but like for me, I don't know what you consider a riot.
But I bet there were white kids there. I bet there were Hispanic kids. It's not just because.
Do they call it a riot when, like, you know, Lakers lose and they?
Yes, that's a riot.
Do they call it a riot?
I would consider that a riot. Yes.
When
Philadelphia tears down its own lampposts, one of the whitest cities. Well, actually, that city's pretty diverse. I think about it.
Yeah, Philly's. I mean, that's where Will Smith got kicked out of, and
Green Bay loses its mind. And they're the whitest city in America. They love that shit. It's just that people get excited when they're in a big group and a high population.
Like else you could call it a disturbance.
But is that just a disturbance? I thought a disturbance was like somebody screaming at their girlfriend at 3:00 in the morning.
Sir, there's someone jumping outside on my car.
I like to report a disturbance.
I like to report disturbance.
I've seen kids jumping on my car.
Is there other words for riot though? Synonyms?
It's gonna say protest.
I mean,
no. Stop.
Can you say that they were protesting that they didn't get?
No, no. I think a protest would at least involve, at minimum, one sign. You know, like a.
Yeah, no, I got you.
They don't have any. They're not protesting anything. They're not even necessarily mad. He had to leave early because it got too crazy. They're not like mad because he left.
Are you sure it's just not an uproar?
An upheaval?
A rampage?
A rampage? I don't know if that's a worse or better thing.
An upheaval?
I don't know. A rampage sounds like it's one person, right?
A lavish display. There was a lavish display last night.
You cannot call it that.
People starting. Did they start like fires and stuff?
No, I didn't get that bad.
I always feel like riots are definitely like qualified when a fire starts.
Okay, so like that's the line.
That's my line. I always feel like damn shit. Like,
so this was an uproar.
Not to go there, but like Black Lives Matters.
Was this a revolution? When does a riot become a revolution? When somebody dies?
Depends on the cause, I guess.
When somebody dies.
When it's not dealing with the PS5.
When they hang somebody by a pole.
Yeah.
That's when a riot becomes a revolution.
That's
when somebody gets lynched. Can you say lynch without a racial connotation to it? Can I just imply that anybody get lynched? Or if I say the word lynched, do you just assume I'm talking about a black person?
I think people always connect it to a black person.
I know, but is that like fair? Like if you look up the definition of lynch, does it refer specifically to like the killing of a black person? Or does it say like usually a person of color? I just would like to know off of interest.
So you didn't hear about that guy's song?
No.
Really? It was really popular.
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was everywhere.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
By hanging an alleged offense with or without legal trial. Nothing with black people.
Okay.
Punishment, alleged, nothing with that.
Okay. No racial things at all? Nothing that's like based on racial lines? Okay. Okay. Well, I wonder if the internet would let me get away with it then. If I said lynching.
Internet wouldn't let anyone get away with it.
No, for sure. But I think there's some words that are like lynching. If you're like, oh yeah, that guy's talking about a black person, that's on you, bro.
Jason Alderan.
But like a slur is like a whole different thing.
Made a song that was "Try That in a Small Town."
Try that in a small. I don't know what the fuck that. I have no fucking clue.
I can't believe you don't know about all of it. It was so huge.
You know, if you play it on the podcast, you're gonna have to censor it.
I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna tell you because there's like huge outrage.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
Through the video, they show a lot of Black Lives Matter protests through it, and he's like, it's not about being racist, but it was very selective of the what.
What is this? Okay, you have to play it for me now. You can't not. I gotta hear what the song's about and what he's singing about. Because if he's like, is it because he supported them?
Applebee's on a date night. I hate that fucking song.
Is that really what that is?
No, that comes up on TikTok.
That's a way to. I was like, that song's terrible.
You want me to read some lyrics?
No, I just want you to play the song. You can edit it later. I want you to listen to this whole podcast anyway to start double checking our audio.
Applebee's on a date night. But it's just about him talking about like a small town. So I don't know if the words. I'm pulling it up.
That's what I need to know. If those are the images.
But the images is what people were. And now it's a big thing of like, what's a small town and like what can like.
You have to have. I don't know where I heard this, but you have to have at least a church, a bar, or houses. You have to have 2 of those 3 things.
You're gonna take another picture?
No, I'm gonna see.
Look underneath the pizza.
Oh yeah.
God, I hate our podcast.
Why?
Just because it turns into like domestic shit. Like I'm talking to my son to refill
Well, you
my
can edit
drink.
all that shit out.
No, just keeps
See,
it
you're too
real.
lazy.
Keeps it real.
You lazy motherfucker.
Well, plus a lot of times we roll off of what they're talking
Plus
about.
Ultra?
Because last time he talked about the Titanic, we got into the Titanic for a little bit. And the funny thing, not funny thing, was a week later the Titanic thing happened.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan was like, that's hella crazy. He was like, we were just talking about the Titanic.
Wow. Huh. Huh.
Before that, would you gone on it?
No, fuck no. I'm fine.
I don't know. You like his history and shit.
You want me to be in a tiny metal box at the bottom of the ocean? Fuck that shit. Holy moly, absolutely not.
But it's
When I
like-
was born, they asked me, my mother asked me, what do I want to do when I grow up? Shoot down at Earth in a tiny metal box?
Yep.
Ma'am.
Yep.
True story.
I don't know why the laptop's moving so slow. Logan's probably taking all my damn internet.
Logan, stop using all the bandwidth.
Damn kids taking all that goddamn
It's
internet.
the aliens jamming your signal.
Huh?
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah. I mean what?
Do you believe in aliens?
Oh.
Like space people?
I don't know.
I've heard people say that aliens look at us like ants. Or how we look at ants. We just go, oh, they're...
How do you know? How do they know with aliens?
I don't know, but like that to me...
I've talked to them, bro.
That to me makes sense, though. Like, you're just like...
Sure.
Look
Yeah.
It makes me think of the Family Guy episode where it's all the rich people. Lois's dad's part of the elite, and it's with Bill Gates and all them. And they're like flying in the air, like somehow on jetpacks or something. They're looking at all those people down there. They look like ants. So Bill Gates looks at him. He's like, they are ants. I don't know. It's just a disturbing thing that I feel is pretty fucking true. All right, this popped up. A lot of wrestling news for me.
What were you looking up again? Oh, the song.
Applebee's.
No, that's not the song.
My sister was like, "There's a dance to this. I'm gonna show you."
I don't know. If,
The little
dude,
kid, she's like, "I wonder if the little kids can learn how
I'm
to
gonna
do
shoot
it."
myself in the fucking head. Did I say that? In Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft, in Roblox. Logan's been on Roblox like crazy.
Is he... I can't say that.
Kill yourself in Roblox.
I was gonna say, is he killing himself in Roblox alone?
You can. I mean,
I guess.
he dies in Roblox all the time. I hear him.
Yeah, but is he killing himself?
Oh,
Is that a red flag?
I don't know. 'Cause
Crimson. If your child's committing suicide in a video game, that's a fucking red flag.
you could jump over it, jump over off a bridge or something.
Yeah, but that's not like
like
talking about like your kids mocking suicide.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
a red flag, right?
God, I miss John Tron videos. Those got me through my deep town times. But I was thinking about that one, the 3D fucking VR where the little piglet is talking to him and then just jumps off the fucking. You don't remember that?
You're talking about the VR Troopers thing?
No.
Oh, you're talking about his VR. Would you like to hold my hand? Yeah, you're talking about the one with the pit. Wait, pause it real quick.
It's
Where the piglet comes-
messing up right now. Hold on, go ahead.
Comes in like he's like, can we hold hands?
Yeah.
And he's like got an accent, and then he's like, do you want to kill yourself with me?
And then he just looks. The piglets looking straight up at him as he drops it. It's so poetic.
I like
but
to
hilarious.
imagine in VR. I like how in VR, if you choose a smaller character, your perspective also changes,
Yeah.
so he has to look up.
Would you like to hold my hand? Let's see if this plays. So if not, I'm gonna just pull on my iPhone. Look at, but see, they're showing like robberies and. I'm gonna.
Hiya. Have you heard of Monopoly Go? It's Monopoly, but it goes like everywhere. You want to roll? 2-5?
No, this is fine.
Huh?
It's fine if it's like glitching out.
Say it again.
And the glitching is not bothering me. This
Oh.
song's just fucking terrible. Who do you think's gonna come round up your guns? The cops!
But he says that shit might work in your city, but you come try that in a small town.
Wait, is he applying? Oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
And a lot of the riots are showing are from Black Lives Matter, I guess. And then there's a side of America that's like, fuck yeah! Try that in our town. And it's like, you
Are
get
you-
your ass fucking whipped.
Are they asking for it?
I kind of feel like you're calling out that.
Yeah, I don't think they understand what like living in a city with a gang is like.
And I don't get taking care of your own. It can be looked at like, I guess, the wrong way. I don't know. Oh, that all sucks. But anyways.
Pause it. I'll just look at the rest of the lyrics. That was terrible, dude. I want to die. That was the worst song I've ever heard in my entire life.
And that's coming from a white person.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, that's what it's.
Dude, most of my favorite artists are black.
That, I mean, that's probably,
That's not untrue.
Let's say that's.
But that's not like a reason I'm not racist. I'm not racist because
I listen to black music.
I'm not racist. Because I don't
Yeah,
have to prove that to
That's why I'm
anybody.
surprised this didn't hit you. It was a big thing.
I kind of want to die though. I really do.
There was like art.
What's it called? The song of Kill Yourself?
Try that in a small town.
What a terrible name. Who is this guy? Some random fucking...
Jason Alderan.
Oh my
Aldean?
god. Jason Aldean?
Aldean.
So he's like a serious... Okay, so this is like a real fucking country singer.
Yeah, it
If that's a thing.
I don't know who he is, but yeah.
A small town.
Try that in a small
Like,
town.
what are you implying? You're gonna kill these people?
Just like all this bad shit happens in the city, but we can handle.
What's
it.
your solution?
There's no solution. It's
That's
just-
what I mean. It's
and-
like if a group of people get angry and they start rioting in your small town, what is the try that in? Like, what are you implying?
like basically the small towns got it right.
No, I don't think that's what he's implying.
What is he implying?
He's talking about crossing the line. That means coming into the small town.
I mean, I don't know if that's what he's.
Hey! I don't only carjack old ladies.
That's true. That's true.
I just really like. The other one that really got me was when he's talking about like, I got a pistol I got from my grandfather and they're gonna come get it. And that's definitely not what it is. What is it? I got a gun my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in a city. Good luck. It's like, and then earlier he's like, don't spit in a cop, cuss out a cop and spit in his face. First off, I will defend. I will never spit in a cop's face.
Depends on what you do for me.
I will never spit in a cop's face. I will defend your right to do so, tooth and nail.
Thank you.
Because fuck that. Like, if you're in an institution of power that is controlled by the government and you're there to enforce law and you can't, there's a certain level of stuff you can't handle, you don't deserve to be in that position, right?
If a cop was like
But like,
Superman,
back to what I was saying,
Man of Steel is the greatest Superman movie, I'll be like,
who's gonna come take your granddad's gun? The cops. So how can you support the cops but also be afraid of them coming to
the
take your gun?
government.
But how are the cops so righteous and they can control, but the government can control them to come take your guns?
Try that in a small town.
Oh, I hate when people say good old boys. That's always a bad sign.
Yeah.
You know, we go out and get a couple of them good old boys. Like, right? Like, that's like, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's lynching right there. It's the when you have to call in the good old boys.
Yeah. Yeah. I might have to bring in some of them good old boys.
If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town.
I'll go to a small town just to start a fight now.
Just get in the middle of the city square with like a shotgun.
Hey!
This is my boomstick, and all those fucking troglodytes that live in their small town are like, ah, because they've never seen a gun before.
No, they gotta get the grandpappy's gun.
There's like a flintlock, like rifle, misses you.
Nice try, small town. Hey, they hit a cop
from like 20 feet away.
They hit a cop, not in my town.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like, what are you gonna do if somebody cusses out a cop or spits in their face? Like, what do you want the cop to do? You want the cop to beat him up?
To me, it just sounds stupid. Like you're a tough guy because you have a small town.
That's what I'm saying. It's all this the worst song ever.
But
it's literally beer truck, beer truck.
Like,
right? It's like America, the home of free, the land of brave.
It moved even to wrestlers. Like, I think the New Day, like, called it out and shit.
That's pretty fucked up.
Because they're all like,
yeah, this song's stupid.
Like,
music video's bad too.
Like, we were just in a small town, like, you know, whatever, for wrestling. Like, so what we have to worry about? Like, they protect their own. Like, if we say something wrong, they're gonna kill us. You know, like, is that what you're saying? Like, so yeah, it was just a big. I don't know how you missed it. It was a big fucking.
I just can't get over the good old boys. It just doesn't sound right.
Using boys really bad.
Well, that's not what it means. It's not. You're not. He's not calling the.
I know
them the boys.
Boy in general. When
you don't say
either way,
you don't say good old boys unless you're prepping to go beat the shit out of somebody. Let me get a couple of them good old boys. Can you go down the south and get a couple of them good old boys?
Can you say some of them good old men?
Down here in the south, in these small towns, we do things a little bit different.
We get them good old boys.
We get a couple of them good old boys to show them cop cusses what they's for.
In this good old small town.
Ting, ting. Wipes the sweat off his head with a little claw.
Hot today.
Hotter it was yesterday. Hotter tomorrow.
Yeah. Again, the internet just blew it up, and it was a lot of people took it more. Again, a lot of people took it. It just sucks that there's
because some people are triggered. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
because some people took it way too far. Some people are like, this guy needs to be brought in front of a tribunal of human rights activists.
It just sucks because it goes both ways.
Tribunal sides. Is the uppity liberal good old boys. We're going to put you in front of a tribunal.
Never heard.
We're going to get a couple of them good old boys.
Like I said, it just sucks because how fucking shitty the world is. Both sides get really extreme. But I mean, I don't agree with the song, as I feel like it's gonna stir shit. Like, but there is, and they're like, oh, I know a big thing was like, but
you like cops?
No, I know there's things people brought up were like, oh, but you will like songs that say "fuck the police" and
yeah, but fuck the police.
But
they're an institution of power, not a couple. I'm not. See, that's not the same. That's not even close to fucking same. If I was into a song called. I think fuck the small town, right?
I think Shapiro and people like him side were like saying, but you're okay with this and that.
Yeah, there are some institutions that I believe in and the right to not have to respect every institution. Right? Like,
I knew I tell you, try that in a small town. Anything that said you could just tell them try it in a small town.
but that if that would work if the song like was supporting cops and being like, oh, you guys are mad about this song supporting cops, but you guys listen to Fuck the Police. But this song's about don't come into my small town, we'll fuck your shit up. And the other song's about fuck the police. Don't have anything to do with each other. I'm not listening to a song called Fuck the Small Town, right? I'm listening to Fuck the Police. They got nothing to do with the small town. There are police in every fucking goddamn everywhere, all over the place. They're in every city in America, so everybody has a reference to that,
Hey,
right?
there's a small town.
Dude,
everywhere.
fuck the small town. I'm gonna make a cover of Fuck the Police, but called Fuck the Small Town.
I wonder if someone has already
Coming
tried-
straight from the underground.
Someone had to go for them. I mean,
You got it bad because your mom's ain't around.
Because you'd get popular if you made a.
I'm gonna be popular.
Because you'd be like, I came from a big town.
Yeah, it's not a bad, it's a city.
Come on over here. We're a fucking city. We're looking pretty. We got prostitutes and drugs.
No, dude, there are prostitutes and drugs in small
That's
towns.
true. That's true.
Don't act like that, though. Don't act like your fucking small town is this little beacon of morality. Where does he live? Look at where does Jason. If he lives in like Nashville, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Because for shit, that ain't a small town. He's gonna live in like
I mean,
Austin,
there is
Texas,
some
like,
small towns.
yeah, I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't live in the biggest cities in the South. He's got a home in Miami Beach, Florida. It's like, what are you talking about, bro?
He lives in L.A.
He grew up in L.A.
And he's just
No, he grew up in New York,
yeah.
like Upper East Side,
He's like, my hand's a small town, bro.
and he grew up in the Hamptons.
It's a small little place.
It's a little over tight. It's like Orange County. Where does he live?
It's loading.
God, your computer sucks.
It's been bad. Well,
You know, if you had a PS5, it'd go fast. We couldn't use a PS5 to record this podcast.
a lot of it that comes up is I was looking up live and it's coming up as live.
No.
But
Residence. Just look up Jason Aldean's residence.
then it looks like I'm gonna go kill
Or
the guy.
hometown. So what?
I'm sure he's got a lot of death threats already. What's another one? Yeah, no. Residence? Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, what small town?
In 2022, though, at least.
Where did he live before?
I don't know.
Okay.
Aldine and wife Brittany became Florida owners again when they purchased a seaside mansion on St. George Island in Franklin County. Try that in Florida.
Tried that in a small, rich island city.
Come down in Florida.
Kill yourself.
I wouldn't kill
In
myself in Florida.
Minecraft.
I would kill myself in Minecraft.
Is that the new? Instead of saying kill yourself in Minecraft, it's kill yourself in Florida.
No, it's
'cause Florida.
you got to say unalive.
I gotta unalive myself in Florida because Florida's not.
Why do we have to say unalive before we leave?
I don't know. Because you probably shouldn't say kill.
You can't say kill. I was reading an article where it said that they're worried about kids unaliving themselves. in
Okay,
school.
that's way different. If you're like in a news article and you're saying unaliving,
That's what it said.
then
because-
who wrote the article? Is it
I
like?
don't know. It was talking about kids going through issues or some shit.
Then I don't have a frame of reference to be like, oh yeah, that's like. If it was like the New York Times, I'd be like, okay, that's fucking weird. If it's like,
The Gazette of a small town.
if it's like, you know what? We should from this day forth, this podcast is beef with small towns. If you live in a small town, fuck you.
just go after them.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have small towns around us that we could go to?
Yeah.
We should just go to one.
Do you know any of their names?
No.
Because they're a podunk bumfuck small town with a bunch of
I wanna-
cousin fucking losers.
I want to go there and ask people questions and be like,
Are you racist?
how's it like living in a small town?
Why did you have to add a little southern twang? How's it like living in a small town?
Do you have your pappy's gun?
Look at these fucking small town Andes. I hate that. It's like a streamer thing is adding like something and then adding Andes afterwards, and that's what makes it like you're a reactor Andy.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
You no job Andy.
It just sounds
You
like
simp Andy.
that. Kind of sounds like a small town thing to say.
You small town Andys.
Look at these big town Andes over there with their internet.
These
in.
fucking fat cats. These. see. I was talking about this the other day. I don't consider. You're not part of the West Coast unless you're touching the ocean.
Mhm.
Because only a few of us can be coastal elites, okay?
Yeah.
I just need that because I need to feel better than the rest of the country. You know, as coastal elites, right?
Mhm.
We just know we're better than the rest of the country.
Like to see you try that.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my nutsack.
So who's gonna see it? Some girl one day, and then she's like,
I'll
"What?"
flash people my nuts at people.
Oh.
Try that shit in a small town.
These nuts. No, I don't. Yeah, I can't. I can't.
I'm gonna get try that shit in a small town across my knuckles, like wrapped around.
Dude,
each
you would have
finger.
been in the video, like in black and white, with your fists together. They would have totally put you in
in
there.
a cowboy hat and some
Yep.
cowboy boots.
There wouldn't be all those riots or shit.
Have like a lasso around my arm. Be like, this is the kind of guy you'll
He
see in a
had
small
he had
town.
an issue recently.
I hope it was.
Jason Aldean. Or
I hope
what
it
the
was
fuck his name is.
diarrhea.
I swear he got rushed off the stage. He was having like some kind of
that's
chest
terrible.
problem.
Well, I hope he doesn't die, but I hope he gets diarrhea at least.
Yeah,
I don't wish death upon anybody. Ugh. But I just wish every part of his body that was like in his less dominant half, you know, like how your
I hope
left,
he-
you know, your left arm's all fucked up, right, and your right arm works fine. Whatever wiring's in his left arm just gets copied over to his right arm. So he's like trying to eat cereal. And
does he
just
have
like,
that?
No, I'm just
Oh, I was gonna say, do you know that much about him?
no, I'm just saying I hope that happens
No.
to him.
I hope if he does have like a heart attack, he's in a big town and they have to save him. And he's fine. But then he's like, God damn it.
You know, if I was in a small town, I would have died.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of protesters too helping.
Yeah. Because if he's in a small town.
Yeah, he gets injured at a concert where there's a bunch of protesters outside, and all of his fans get mad because he's not performing, but the protesters come inside and save him.
That just writes itself.
Dude, fuck.
But no, I'm
The
saying.
Ninja Turtles come and save him, and he learns the meaning of life.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, like
Turtle power.
we didn't have Ninja Turtles in our small town.
Yeah.
We could use a couple of
Because
you could use a couple of good old boys like you.
you collard greens. Collard greens.
Collard greens. No, they can't say collard greens. That's a black people thing.
Yeah.
That's soul food, bro.
But if he was in a small town, they're like, get the local doctor. And he's like, he's out today. And he's like, no,
He's
not.
cutting somebody's hair. Why is our doctor also a barber?
I should have lived in a small town.
He comes out in a wheelchair. It's like, I should live in a big city. There's a lot of nice things there.
There's more than one doctor.
And
that
people
doesn't
are
comb your
fair.
hair.
Yeah, a callback. I see.
Yeah, we could make a. That would actually be a really good not Weird Al, but like a parody that all the benefits he's getting from the big town. You don't got to be a dick about it. Show riots or none of that shit. Talk about your pappy's gun. It's just things are easier for him.
We
to
have
buy.
more than one movie theater.
Yeah. It would have been sold out.
There's
in
a
small
Starbucks in every
town.
corner.
Every theater's got IMAX. It's just different. Anyways, whatever. We're rambling. Oh, that's it. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Check out Best.
Unless you're from a small town.
They wouldn't get this.
Oh! They've got no internet. Those fucking idiots.
They're like through the radio where it's like trying to pick up a different thing.
Check
Well,
one, check two.
They only got like 3 channels.
Now, some jazz.
They would not have jazz.
Now, your favorite song for the 27th time today. Try that in a
Trying to
small
have
town.
a small town. People just fucking love it too. Like,
Just
I got a
bang
call.
it.
I got a request. What is it? You know it. It's just all
You
day.
love it. Jason Aldean's greatest song. Try it in a small town.
Jesus Christ. He's gonna be like, I don't know. You said he's a popular singer.
I've heard of him before, and I don't listen to country music.
I never heard. Well, I mean, see, that's pretty good if you haven't listened to country music and you heard of him.
I know who Johnny Cash is.
But that's real, man.
I know who the guy who sings. I don't know his Kimber's name right now, but the guy who sings.
Tim McGraw?
Marty Robbins. Big Dick Marty cucks off Texas. Fuck you, Oklahoma. You're next.
Nope. Don't know that.
You've never seen that album cover before? That was an old internet meme.
Make sure you check out Best There Is podcast. We should be having a new one coming up. God damn it, I need a studio, dude. I've been talking to...
You should call this podcast Try That. Try this in a small town.
No.
Try this in a small town, bitch.
Someone by now probably has a podcast called that.
Try that in a
Yeah.
small town.
Try this in a small town.
We
It's
should-
like
Did you hear about the guy
fixing
that...
your plumbing.
One more thing before we leave. Did you hear about the guy who had X on Twitter?
Had what?
Some guy had @X on
Uh-huh.
Twitter since like the beginning of Twitter. Like his
Okay.
Twitter handle was at the letter X.
Did they have to
capital.
buy it from him?
No, they stole it from him. They just kicked him off the platform and took
That's
it.
horrible. Dude, Twitter's so weird.
It was funny though because he like bought it, like suspecting somebody would need it eventually. He didn't know it was gonna be the one company that could steal it from him,
That's
and there's
bullshit.
nothing he can do about it because
he-
they own the platform.
Because Musk bought...
Elongated muskrat.
he bought Tesla.
No.
Tesla.
You're from a small town.
He
That's why
bought.
you say
He
it
bought that old Tesla.
He bought one of them old Teslers.
He bought Tesla.
Real
from the guy
piece
that,
of work. You know what Tesla stands for, right? Don't you?
The
Fix
devil.
it again, Tony. Like that doesn't spell Tesla.
Anyways, but that's what. Yeah, he bought
That's
Tesla.
what Fiat
he bought
stands for.
Tesla. What
Fiat stands for fix it again, Tony.
Fiat? Who has Fiats? Rich
Nobody.
ass people.
No, Fiats are like the tiny cars.
Oh yeah,
They're like an Italian thing.
Like a Italian thing. A little.
They like their small cars because people just walk everywhere on the roads. See, the Italians are from a small town. Tried that Italian shit in a small town. Tried to serve them
Yeah.
pasta. What is this garbage?
Get their ass beat.
There's one guy with a Boston accent who lives in the South.
All right, and that's it.
Alright.
Make sure you like,
We've been
subscribe,
rambling.
share. We're
Make sure you
rambling.
stick it up your butthole.
God damn it, Declan. Let's be a real podcast for once.
No, remember we're supposed to do something different. Our podcast is all about it not being a podcast. We're like, that's our shtick, bro. Is that this is secretly a psyop operation to get people to
Go to a real podcast.
die in Minecraft,
Minecraft.
unalive themselves in Minecraft.
And that's it. Thank you guys. Bye bye.